I always do that. I always forget to add me. I always forget to do the most important part of the stream bit and just add myself to the stream. Yes, guys, welcome back to another stream tonight. A little bit of an interactive stream tonight. We're going to be talking about everything that you don't like in football, whether it's a little petty thing that you guys can let us know about, or me and Martin will debate it, and we'll debate you guys in the chat, whether it's a bigger thing. Let us know your sort of like your little pet peeves in football, what you want to put into Room 101. Some of you guys have seen the TV program. Basically, anything you don't like, put it in there, and we'll discuss it. I've got a couple already lined up, but I want you guys in the chat to be getting involved in tonight's show. So make sure you're giving us your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Before we get into it, we'll smash mate Billy, who's an Aston Villa fan, just messaged me and put the Poznan in the Room 101. Okay, fair enough. Let's have a look. Big up to Selmin, big up to Pardo, big up to Marshy Boy, Geordie Toon for life, big up to Dash. Let's have a look to Mudetha. Good to see you, bro. Big up to RC, I am Guardiola, Paul Medell. Who else is in? Not in my lifetime. They've obviously got their own YouTube channel. Big up to City Luke. Obviously got his own YouTube channel. Big up to Stefan, Tommy, Thandeka. Who else we got in here? VJ, Winston, Macman. Big up to Joseph. Mojis is in the building. Sam Martin, Chris, Nizat, Mad Dog, Matty, Ryan, and many, many more. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Please make sure you smashed the like button. Before we get into it, Martin, how you doing, bro? You well? Are you prepared for tonight's show?
Yeah. What, you didn't tell me there was homework?
No. There's no homework, bro. I'm imagining the reason I got you on for this.
I was watching your reaction then, trying to say all those names, making sure you got the pronunciations right.
You got to be respectful, innit?
That's what I mean. It was the concentration levels there were like.
I can't be out here. I can't be out here butchering people's names when they're spending their time watching us on stream.
You can't butcher Martin or LB. It don't work.
Was that? Oh, I know. That's true. Although some people have. I've managed to butcher it. Yeah. So basically, guys, we're going to get into it, yeah? I want to get your opinions in the chat as well. Things that you don't like in football. And the reason I got this idea, I was on a stream earlier on and someone said, what if you had one thing that you could get rid of in football, what would it be? And again, I want you guys to send in your opinions. I'm going to star all your comments as well. So we'll try and get through as many as possible. I'm going to get us kicked off. I'm the host on tonight's show. I'm going to get us kicked off. My change that I would make in football / put into Room 101 is I would no longer give fouls on goalkeepers for set pieces. I would review it on VAR. Because how many times do we see a corner get whipped into the penalty area, keeper gets touched, they go down, they get fouled, and it's a free kick? What I'd say to the referee is, if the goalkeeper goes down, allow it, and if the ball goes in the back of the net, we'll review it on VAR and we'll check if there's a foul. Because far too many times we see goalkeepers getting so much protection in football, it is absolutely ridiculous. And I don't understand why. They brought in VAR so they can review the goal, give the goal, and if the keeper's been fouled, no problemo. Take the goal away and say free kick, there's a foul on the goalkeeper. But I just personally think that we've gone so far to goalkeeper protection that goalkeepers are just falling over at the slightest touch. And I don't see a negative with my idea. Martin?
No, I actually don't.
What?
I wish I could actually find the negative somewhere in it.
He agrees with me.
But, there's always room for a first, No, I actually can't disagree with that because I've always said I think goalies are far too protected. Far too protected.
Mm-hmm.
That's why if you look, you can't even do the old-fashioned way where you used to put like everyone on a goalie and jump up, because immediately now, as soon as you go near the goalie, the referee's already got the whistle in his hand.
This is what I mean.
You know that new thing. You can always tell. I don't know if you've ever noticed this. Do you know there's a little bit of argy-bargy in the box and the referee goes over to him and tells them all to calm down and stop it?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, when that corner's then eventually swung in, what does the referee tend to do?
Just give a free kick.
He blows up and gives a free kick somewhere.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's like ritual. I don't know how he does it. It's like, right, I'm going to tell you all to calm down, but I'm going to give the free kick anyway in a minute. Just get the corner kicked up. It's like a ritual. Honestly, we do it every time. It happens. I've seen it 1,000 times. It's madness.
No, I know, and it's doing my head in, mate. It's every year, and I feel like it's getting worse and worse, and I just don't understand why we do it. I don't understand why we give the free kick to the goalkeeper. Let the ball go in the back of the net, and if it goes in the back of the net, no problemo. Go and check it on the VAR screen that you all love. You know, I'm going to review it on the TV, and if it's a foul, no problem. I'm not saying goalkeepers don't get fouled, never get fouled. Obviously, they get fouled. I'm not saying they never get fouled. I'm just saying, I reckon 80% of the times a goalkeeper gets a foul against them from a corner or a set piece. I reckon 80% of the time not even fouls.
I'd probably say that. But it's like the Akanji one, isn't it, on Allison?
Yeah, I didn't think that was a foul. But this is what I'm saying. Why not just review it? You brought in this technology now, which I don't like in the first place, but it's there. I can't. They're clearly not going to get rid of it. Just give the goal and review it. So that's my rule.
Don't even use it right, because it's a running gag now. We all know when the referee's going to the monitor, we all know it's because he's either given the goal or the penalty. You can always tell because the whole crowd cheers now when the ref goes to the monitor. It's like circus. As soon as that ref does the monitor sign, everyone jumps up like they've scored a goal because you know what's coming.
Yeah. No, I know. I agree.
It's too predictable. It was never meant to be VAR ref the game.
Well, that's what they said, but obviously that was never the truth, man.
Yeah.
They either knowingly lied to us on that, or they just didn't have a clue how it would actually impact. But that's mine. I'm going to say that's a dub. I'm going to say that's a W. I reckon everyone would agree with me on that one. I think that's a good move. So we're voting one in already. Goalkeepers, if they get fouled off corners or set pieces, just allow it and then review it on the VAR. And if it's a foul, it's a foul. If it's not, it's a goal. That's mine. Martin, take it away. And then chat, we'll come to yours. I'm starring your messages, by the way, chat. So if you've got stuff that you want to get rid of in football, whether it be small, whether it be big, fire a message in the chat and we'll come to it in a minute. Martin, what do you want to get rid of in football, Bray?
Some are going to love mine and some are going to hate it.
Oh, by the way, we've only got an hour.
No, basically this new rule that Infantino wants to come up with, that bald-headed dick. Let's take football around the world now.
Oh.
What's that about?
You don't like that?
Sorry, Noel Gallagher. I mean, listen, I'm not going to put it as strongly as Noel Gallagher in his tweet or his comment, but get above your ass and go to the club you want to support. It's a day out. Go and enjoy the heritage, everything about it. Go and enjoy it. I bet it's a mini break, whatever. For example, we're Manchester City. Don't want to be going watching City versus United in bloody Anaheim.
In where?
Anaheim, California.
Oh.
Sorry.
I thought it was Germany. I thought it sounded like somewhere in Germany.
Anaheim. No, California. I don't want to be doing that. It's not a derby then, is it?
Yeah, but obviously it's not for you though, is it?
No, but it's garbage. We're not circus.
No, I get no. So I'm not. By the way, just for FYI, I agree with Martin. Yeah, but for the sake of entertainment purposes, yeah, and we've got nothing else to talk about. I'm now gonna be Infantino. Yeah, if I can get his wage, that'd be very nice as well. Okay, so he will say, yeah, but our job is to grow the game. Our job is to grow the game. We've got to take it abroad. We've got all these Americans, all these Indians, all these Australians, all these people around the world who pay a lot of money, TV subscriptions, all this kind of stuff. They get up at dodgy times. Why can't they just have one game a year? What is your response to that?
Nope. Sorry, I'm being really harsh on this. Sorry, no.
Okay.
For me, if I say, right, listen, and this is nothing, listen, I love all fans from abroad, but where we going in pre-season, LB?
America. You're going. You're part of the problem.
But LB, I'm getting on the plane and I'm traveling to that. if I were to go and watch the Vancouver Whitecaps, I'd get on the plane, I'd respect Vancouver, and I'd go and watch Vancouver Whitecaps because I don't just want to see Vancouver. I want to meet their fans. I want to go in the local pubs. I want to get to know what their chants are all about.
That's what I want. That's a good point, actually. I wonder if we got anyone in the chat. Have we got anyone in the chat?
I'm getting called a glory fan.
Have we got anyone in the chat who say like American or like whatever? Yeah, like who has in the past or is considering coming to Manchester to watch a City game, but if they brought in this rule where they could play one game in your country, would you then not come to Manchester and just go to that one game? Because if that's the case, then you're going to get less people traveling, obviously outside of England to Manchester, because obviously they'll have a game in there. I know it's only one game, so I'm probably going to be America, right? But do you get what I'm saying? Do we have any Americans in the chat who would sack off their plans to come to Manchester? Because what's the point? I could just watch it in.
I think George Lamptey's not agreeing with me.
Yeah, no. Well, it's all about opinions, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. I'm not saying because you're an American you shouldn't get to see. I understand that, but how do I put this in a real positive way without sounding like an arsehole? I don't mean it. I'm not trying to have a go at. Listen, but I'm going to put this in a real. You chose to support a club the other side of the world.
So you're saying they should accept that the game should be played?
No, what I should do is right, because we've got what I would do is personally, I'd help those fans. I'd do it through the supporters branches over there.
Yeah,
get them accommodate, get them cheaper plane tickets. Help those fans come abroad. Are you going
to help a guy from Ohio get to? You can't be giving personalized help for every fan around.
No, I'm just saying that I give them discounted tickets, do them enough, whatever.
Yeah. No. I mean, for what it's worth,
give them a free bloody flight and ticket and meal and all that.
No, for what it's worth, I agree. I think the game should stay in the league. It's an English Premier League. Yeah, I mean, it's the EPL, and I think the Premier League game should stay in there. So that's my opinion. I've said it.
There's NFL fans that don't agree with taking the NFL.
Yeah, of course. My opinion is as well, and I've said this yesterday. If this does happen and one of the games goes to the US or whatever country, and you live in that country, go to the game. Go to the game. Don't be one of these fans who are like, oh yeah, I live in America, but I'm going to stand up for my, English brothers. You know what I mean? And not go. Nah, fuck that, mate. If you live in America and the game goes there,
with people abroad.
Yeah, you go, innit? You go. I would. Yeah. I'm not like I'd go. So I don't know. It's clearly something that's being discussed. We've already seen, and don't be like this is never going to happen anyway. They've already tried Super League. Yeah, they've already tried that. They've already changed now the rules for the FA Cup. Yeah, where there's money to be made. Look at the Club World Cup now. Where there's money to be made, it will happen. So I think we are heading down that road. The only way it doesn't happen is if they announce it and fans go sick, like fans start protesting, causing trouble. You know what I mean? If that's the only way, that's going to be the only way. But listen, it's a good opener, Martin.
But LB, just to counter that little point,
yeah.
How do you ever get around with it? Because this is my point. So we take the game to America. So what you're saying is someone in America should see City and someone in India shouldn't. Someone in Australia is not allowed. This is what I'm saying now. You're going to end up having which country?
No, because they get moved. They get moved around. So I think how they do it would be like this. So they wouldn't just say, right, 20 teams, 10 matches, all in America. They do one in America, one in Saudi, one in Australia, one Blair. Well, they spread it around to compensate for that situation that you just mentioned. And every year, teams would play different countries. That's how they do it. They're not just going to say, right, one game, like for every team, is going to be played in America. I don't think they're going to do that. They'll they'll move it around the world. Because if I'm telling you now, if the Premier League are open to this idea and one goes to America, then Saudi Arabia will want to get one because they're piling loads of money into sport and entertainment. So they'll want a game. Yeah. Maybe the UAE will want one as well.
Hang on, by the way, just people in America, you're seeing City in the summertime, not this summer. The summer after, you've got the Club World Cup.
Yeah, but it's different in it. You know, I mean, a proper Premier League game. This is why I'm saying on Matt. And it's not just one game. It won't be the whole Prem. It'll be one match. It'll probably be one match, and then they'll spread it around the world.
So, which one's the home team?
I don't know.
Just say then you lose the league on that game. You're going to open you up so many lawsuits.
It's a rip, isn't it?
Oh,
I can't be asked with no more lawsuits, man.
And we're not doing lawyer. By the way, do not talk about lawyer shit tonight. I'm sick of ever talking about legal stuff.
Right, well, anyway, that's Martin's first one. I think it's fair. A lot of people agree with it. Some people don't. Interesting.
Some now think I'm the Antichrist and I hate all fans abroad.
Yeah. Let me go through some of your... Let me get through 2 super chats done, and then I've got some of your guys' views in the chat as well. Some interesting ones coming up here as well. Make sure you smash a like on the stream, by the way, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Big up to Mansour, says, take away the offside rule. Let it be a free-for-all. This will open up the defenders and attackers' pool skill sets. This will definitely be a game changer. It's like 5-a-side style, isn't it? You know what I mean? We'll have goal hangers. We'll just have goal hangers. Okay? Any thoughts on that one, Martin?
No.
No.
Listen, I appreciate the super chat. No.
Nah, Mansour, we're not having it. We're not having it. Try again.
That takes me back to like primary school football when you get the shit players stand on the edge of the box and don't move.
Yeah, try again, Mansour. We're not having that one. The first one of the day's been rejected. They auditioning European Super League slowly to fool us. Oh yeah, bro. They'll just change it slowly, man. This is how the world works, bro. If they can't get something in, they'll put it through the back door. And they'll do it slowly, man. So we'll get there eventually, mate. You know, we've already changed the Champions League a little bit. It'll change again in a few years' time. And it'll change eventually. In 10 years, we'll have the Super League. I know one will know. Everyone will sat there saying, remember that Super League? This is very similar, isn't it? And it will be the
Super
League.
What's going to happen? The Premier League will become the Super League.
Yeah, well, it's kind of already is the Super League, isn't it? With the amount of
well, what you're doing is, and I don't want to go down the legal road, so all I'll say is it's becoming America versus the Gulf nations.
Yeah.
You look at who sided with us and which clubs are wanting this.
Yeah.
How come the Glazers only sold 25%? How come Liverpool were only willing to get rid of 30%? They all know what's coming down the road and they all want it, and none of these other fans can see it.
Okay. Big up to Professional Gear, who says, I didn't say anything actually. He just sends in 5 gifted memberships for the channel, man. So big up to you. Thank you very much. Nice profile picture, innit? Or if my girlfriend's watching, not appropriate at all for this stream. Professional Gear, you know what I mean? This is not. Thank you for the 5 gifted, but that profile picture is.
Can you stop taking pictures of my other half, please?
Oh. Okay, go on, mine. Fair play, bro. Well done, guys. Cooking.
That's why I've always got a smile on my face.
Is it now? Is it? Okay. Right, let's have a look at some of your comments, man. Geordie Tune for Life says this one: subs not ready to come on.
Yes,
that is true.
Oh, yes.
I can hate that, me. You know, it takes about 5 minutes to make a sub because they're not ready. What should be the punishment for this, though?
You're not allowed to make the sub.
It's like a 3-minute delay.
No, I just banned the sub off.
You can't just ban the sub off.
Yes, you can.
You can't just ban it. What are you talking about? Just ban it. You're just going to tell him to sit down. He's not allowed to come on.
Come on, right. LB, in the 88th minute, do they need to make that sub? Really? While he's sat there dicking around with his
that's different, though, isn't it? No. That's a different one. Geordie Tunes for Life just saying when the sub's not ready to come on. So what about if the sub's in the 10th minute of the game? You're just going to say to the sub, "Sauce, mate, you play with 10 men now for the rest of the game."
What Geordie Tune for Life you watch doesn't happen in the 10th minute of the game. When you watch, if it's an injury, they're already stripped and ready to go. These players do this towards the end of the game. Oh, okay. I've lost a shin pad. Oh, a sock's gone missing. It's delay tactics. You honestly watch it in the 10th minute and watch it in the 89th minute.
Okay.
Very
Now,
different.
to be fair, I do actually agree with this. If the sub's not ready to come on, like we're not waiting for 5 minutes. Like, get on with the game.
Yeah, the mesh. Yeah, just play it, pretend them.
That's a good one. That one. Pardo says yes. Get rid of the Poznan. Absolutely stupid. Not a fan of the Poznan, says Pardo. Are you a fan of the Poznan? Chat, are you a fan of the Poznan? Martin, are you a fan of the Poznan?
Yeah.
Yeah, Poznan. I kind of like the Poznan.
Poznan's a bit of fun. I want to have a bit of fun in. Listen, football stadiums are becoming bloody wakes at the moment as they are. It adds a bit of atmosphere. It adds a bit of funness into it for me.
Okay. From doors to doors says pink football boots. Not a fan of pink football boots, bro.
That's a bit personal. That one, isn't it?
This is very Roy Keane-esque, I would say.
They've got to be black. And they can't have the name in.
Yeah, this person. Yeah, I don't know if it's a man or woman, but this person wants the all black Deodoras.
Do you remember the old Predator 2s that came out?
Yeah.
And every kid was like, Mum, can you spend 150 quid on these boots? I'm crap at football, but please buy them.
Yeah.
They became a fashion icon.
Oh, okay. Marshy Boy says, I would televise all 3 p.m. games. Well, I think personally all games should be on TV now, in my opinion.
I disagree with that.
Why? Why am I not allowed to watch a football match when everybody else in the world is allowed to watch that football match? Why?
Hang on, is he saying in the UK? Is that a UK thing he's saying?
Yeah. Marshy's from England, so he's basically saying all the games. He's basically every game in the Premier League should be on TV, and I agree, man. Why is it not on TV?
I'll tell you why. I disagree with it a bit. And like I said, part of me is playing devil's advocate. You got to look at both sides.
Okay.
It's a wet, cold Wednesday night.
Right.
Oh no, you're saying 3 p.m. games. Cold, wet Saturday then.
Okay.
Chucking it down.
Yeah.
I'll watch it on the TV, then go.
Right, but my point to that is, it's my choice, bro.
No, you get down there. Come on, get it with the boys.
People are still gonna go. Oh, I'll tell you what you probably want to do then, Martin. Lower the ticket prices.
That I agree with.
Lower the ticket prices, man.
1,000%.
And then people will go. But the thing, but the thing is, this is true. Now people will say, oh yeah, but if all the matches are on TV, then no one will go and watch the non-league games or whatever. Well, first of all, how many people actually go and watch them non-league football matches? Because I don't watch it. I'm a City fan. I don't watch non-league football matches. Now, I will go and watch, a random team at times. I'll watch Bury a few times, you know what I mean? But, like, are these people that go to non-league football matches just going to completely stop going? Because these people are going to the non-league football matches are going because they like going to the non-league football. I don't believe, personally, that there'll be that much of an impact. I also believe, that you're going to be able to generate more money by having all the games on TV, because the TV subscriptions will no doubt go up, but that's a different question. So funnel the money down through the leagues.
That's City's fault.
Well, it will be City's fault, but that's what I'd said. If you put all the games on TV, funnel the money down the leagues into the non-league.
Listen, we know where this is going. We're all going to end up with a Netflix or a Prime Amazon account where that's where all the games will end up.
I don't think
you'll end up being you will get your 3 p.m. games, but you'll pay for them like they do around the world.
Yeah, but no one's expecting a free meal.
Yes, no, they get them in America, LB, but they're not free. They
no
get
one
them
said
in
I want them
Australia,
free.
free.
Marky Boy didn't say he wants them all free. He just said he wants to be able to watch him.
Yeah, but that's what they'll do. They'll make more money doing that in the end. But the trouble is, because they've just renewed the TV rights, haven't they? For the next 3-4 years. So to me, I get it, but I understand them. I understand the blackout a little.
All right, then why not just try it out then for a year? Why not just say, right, you all keep moaning about the games not being on TV. So I'll tell you what we'll do. For 1 year, We'll put every single game in the Premier League on TV, and we'll see how it impacts the smaller clubs. And you'll be able to see. You'll just compare the attendances, compare the ticket income, and if it's cooking all these teams, if you're getting all these teams saying rah, and what you have to put a fund in place to make sure you can help the clubs in that 1 year. And if if these smaller clubs, these non-league clubs, are all getting cooked, just say, right, it's not worked. We knew this wouldn't work. The 3 p.m. blackout's back in place. But if everyone's sat there going, hang on a minute, everyone's fine. These people who were going to the non-league games are still going to the non-league games, and they're all doing fine. Let's just keep it. No problem. Why can't we try it? Why are people in life so against just trying things? And if it works, it works. If it doesn't,
I agree with trying it, but I think the lower leagues and the lower clubs would need some form of compensation in place if it failed.
Exactly. Put a fund in place. No problem with that. If after 2 months you go in, this ain't working, we're getting caught. Look at our revenue. We're 30% down, 40%
Yeah,
down.
those lower clubs should be able to get that revenue back.
Yeah, just go, right, okay. Boom.
But you know that ain't going to happen. That's my issue. Because nobody at the top wants to give money away to the bottom.
Yeah, okay. That's a good one, that Mashy boy.
You kind of brought me down on that.
There's a couple more.
We agree to disagree.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Yeah. I'm very
Nobody asked me about Alvarez on the right wing because we will have a big massive blow up on that one.
This is a good one. This is a really good one. Giving yellow cards for discipline or dissent because it's never consistent. Factual information. Well done, Benji. This is correct. I say this once, I say it twice, and I say it maybe 3 times. Why is this? Right, watch mine. Watch what I do, yeah? Why is this? Why is that a yellow card? Can someone explain to me why that's a yellow card?
Because it's petulant. Like, hang on a minute.
Are you going to play football, Martin?
Yes. I have.
What position did you play?
Me?
Yeah.
Striker and centre back, but I didn't play. It wasn't great. It was
right. No. That doesn't have to be great. It's not about that. It's about the passion and the emotion that you feel.
Yeah,
you ever had a decision go against you where you feel 100% was the wrong call?
You turn to a manager on Sunday League who had to go to Manchester FA 4 to 5 times.
You did.
Put a disciplinary panel.
You did. Why? What did you do?
Because I told the referee to F off. I told the referee he might as well go and put a yellow shirt on because he was a bias. See you next Tuesday. Yeah,
but bro, you can't do that, innit?
No, that's so. Yeah, I get the emotion. I did it.
Yeah, but I'm saying to you, why? I get why you're getting cooked for that. You can't say that to someone. But if you go like this, why is that a yellow card?
It's because we play the role model card, don't we? This is why kids are being petulant.
That is ridiculous. That should never, ever, ever be a yellow card. Just going like this. What? Are we just
saying that? You say that, and I'm going to get cooked for this. But if my 14-year-old, if I'm talking to him and he's like, sorry, I'm like, stop it, behave.
Right, but hang on a minute. Yeah, that's a bit different, Martin. Yeah, because you're on about your kid. I'm talking about professional footballers.
It's petulant.
No. Yeah, but you're not understanding what I'm trying to say, Martin. If these football players are playing in high stakes games, yeah, and if they're not
LB, what they're doing is they're not just
playing
that.
They're
doing that and mouthing F off.
Manchester FA.
No, they're doing that and telling the ref to F off. You can all lip read.
I'm not being funny, yeah. I was a referee, mate. You get the stick. What do you want to do? It's football.
And this is why young people don't want to become referees anymore.
Because people like you go, see you next Tuesday. I'm not saying you should. No, you should get away with that. I'm saying, but you should be able to get away with that. And why is no referee, no young kid who wants to get into refereeing or is thinking about it is going, you know what? I'm not going to become a referee because a football player went like this.
Yeah, they are.
No, they didn't.
They do.
I've never seen one person in my life say, you know what, LB? It's not the swearing, it's not the abuse, it's because a player went like this. That is not a yellow card.
Okay, then tell me why. Tell me why, LB. Again, I will play devil's advocate. It doesn't happen in any other sport but football. So are you telling me rugby is not emotional?
Yeah, of course it's an emotional game, yeah.
Right, so how come they don't do that?
I don't know.
Is cricket not emotional? Every other sport has more respect for their officials than footballers do.
I don't know,
You've
man.
got
It's
to
a
admit
sport.
that.
No, of course I do, yeah, but I still don't agree that waving your hand like this is a yellow
It's
card.
petulance. The 28, 29, 30-year-old blokes from they're acting like a 12-year-old who's not
And they're playing. I know you just said they didn't, but they're playing high stakes football matches.
But
And if
so
they
rugby.
yeah, but if football players are feeling like the referee's getting the decision wrong, which half the time they do, they're not just gonna turn around and be like, "Oh, referee, well done, mate." I mean, they'll probably get booked for that for being patronising now.
Someone got booked. No, listen, players get booked now for doing showboating because it's disrespectful.
But at the end of the day, yeah, if I'm a football player, right, and I take, for example, I won't take a City one. I'll take United, to be fair.
Go on.
Anfield this year, United went to Anfield. Everybody before the game said it'll be 5-0 Liverpool, 6-0 Liverpool. It's going to be an annihilation. United went to Anfield, put in an actually really, really good defensive performance. 0-0. Varane played mega. They defended super, super well, right? In the 90th minute, the referee, Liverpool on the attack, the referee gave a throw-in to Liverpool. Wrong decision. Dallo reacted and went like this. He got booked because he's annoyed because the referee had made the wrong call. He's just put in a 90-minute performance. United just put in a 90-minute performance, which was unreal. Like, no one expected him to do that. They needed that throw-in because that throw-in could have gone against them and it resulted in a goal. The referee gave the wrong decision. He's gone like that and he got booked. And then he's got booked again and got sent off. You get emotional. In the 90th minute of a game, if a referee makes the wrong call, you're not just going to turn around and be like, that was wrong, ref, but all right, no worries, pal. Everyone makes mistakes.
I totally agree with you. But that all changed when we came up with these stupid rules and you can't take your shirt off and celebrating.
Yeah.
You get booked now when you take your shirt off to celebrate.
Why?
I don't know. Because of those stupid laws. Do you know what the problem is? These referees have become lord and masters and they answer to nobody. I understand there should be tougher punishments for a poor refereeing decision. They're meant to have these referee assessors in the stand, don't they? Personally, I don't think they actually do. I think that's just red.
No, they definitely do. They definitely do. Whether it's
do you think so?
Of course they do. They'll turn up, bro. They'll get the free.
By the way, how is being kicked down to do a championship game a punishment, LB? Stick him in Sunday League.
Oh, you're just not serious tonight, are you?
I am serious.
You want the Premier League best referee just to be refereeing on the Sunday League?
It'd be a culture shock, wouldn't it? Would it be?
I think
remember, all these refs are salaried.
Yeah.
You don't lose money.
Yeah. No. So now you're going to be paying him what, 100 grand a year to referee Sunday League football matches? What a waste of money that is. No. There should be a league, right? There should be a league of referees. And instead of running calendar year or like season, it should be a 3-month league. And at the end of the 3 months, 2 referees get demoted to the championship, 2 get promoted to the Premier League. And it's just a 3-month rolling league. And every 3 months you get
these refs, LB. They've got more fake tan than a bloody page 3 model.
No, I know, but at the end of the day, what are you going to do?
Come on, I just think I think the officials. There is no respect between officials and players. This is the problem.
Because the referees are crap.
There's no respect on either side.
The referees are not good enough, and they're booking players for dissent when it's not even real dissent. It's frustration. It's emotion. By the way, just to clarify, I'm all for referees booking players if they're swearing at them, if they're getting in the face, if they touch it. I don't think a player
swearing when they do that. They don't just do that.
Yeah, but it's an emotional reaction.
They don't just go hand up in the air. It's hand up in the air and F off.
No, but I'm talking about like passionate swearing in his face, like you this, like you were doing before. I'm talking about like if I just go,
I'm not proud of that moment.
No, if I just go like if I'm like 15 yards away from the referee and I've just been fouled, right? Or I make a tackle and the referee says it's a foul and I don't think it is, and I just go, oh, F off ref, and I'm 15 yards away. Why is that a yellow card? If I'm just emotional. I mean, I'm a human being, man. They're trying to make all these players into robots.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to scrap it. Anyway,
let's move on. We're not agreeing on that one. We'll be on a 4-hour stream on that.
Big up to roll up. Says
great point, by the way.
These are great. Keep them coming in, guys. We'll get through as many as we can tonight. Big up to roll up. Says thicker VAR line, no more offside by a toenail. I agree with this one 100%. And now this isn't.
I love the bringing in the assisted VAR and stuff now.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I just think there should be a thicker line, and it's not. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying it's a thicker line because I want goals to be given when they're offside. I'm saying margin of doubt. I'm saying, okay, they've got this. They're bringing in this technology, yeah, and it's going to be accurate, but it's not going to be 100% accurate. It's going to be like 99.999. So all I'm saying is just to give the benefit to the attacker, which is how we've all grown up in football. That's what it's always been.
I always thought that was the rule, that the benefit of the rule I understood it had to be clear daylight, wasn't there?
Nah, that was never the rule.
No, there had to be daylight between attacker and the
that was never the rule. It was just that if you wasn't too sure, you give it to the attacker.
That. And anyone who's not listening just made me that's what it is now. Minimal. Yeah. And it's offside. Come on.
Just get the line a little bit bigger. Just to say it was defo offside then. Because if the line's bigger for the attacker, then we defo know. So I agree with that one. That's a good shout. Yeah. That's a good shout. I don't agree with Arsene Wenger's proposal, where he wants the attacker to be able to have a clear line of sight between him and the defender. Because I think that'll fundamentally change football.
No, that's what there was a ruling somewhere that had to be clear. Can't remember the exact. It was years ago. There had to be clear daylight or something between. But I think we're talking. Millimeters can be clear daylight.
Yeah,
depends what you mean by clear daylight. Plus, what's unfair about it is someone could have bigger feet than the other one. Bloody hell! What we're saying here,
this is why we need a bigger line. I'm not saying massive line like Winston says meter wide. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying just triple. The line's already pretty thin anyway. Just triple the line. Still going to be small, but then you'll definitely know. And if he's offside, then or with a triple line, he's defo offside. If he's got a triple line advantage and he's still offside, he's defo going to be offside. Roshan Ray says all the Premier League games are on Disney Plus in India, but not on TV. Okay.
Again, it's a subscription basis.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Right, can I give you another? One?
Yeah, because Steve Black's got one of mine. Because that's
I'll star it. I've got it starred. Right. One of mine, for the people that watch the watch-alongs, you'll know this because I always rage about it. It's a referee again, unfortunately.
Someone upset you, referee-wise.
This is what I don't like in This mainly applies to professional football. When referees go and speak to a player and tell them off for about 60 seconds and don't book them. This is not a creche. This is not a nursery. It's a professional elite level sport. If it's a foul and it's a booking, book him. Why are you trying to tell a guy in the Premier League and give him the third degree? Oh, mate, you need to do this. You need to stop doing this. Otherwise, you're getting booked. And we waste 1 minute watching the referee talk to the player and say, you shouldn't be doing this. Either book him or get on with the game. I'm not being funny, Martin, yeah, but these are professional football players. Yeah, they shouldn't need to be told by the referee when they're getting close to a yellow card. They all know anyway. So that'd be my rule. I put a rule in place to say, right, referees, if you give a free kick and you go talk to the player, the only reason you're talking to the player is because you're booking him. Otherwise, don't talk to him. Get on with it. It's not up to you to tell the player. Why should a referee go over to a player and say, oh, mate, you need to be careful here because if you keep doing this, I'm going to have to book you. That's the job of the captain. That's the job of the manager.
You know, as a former ref yourself, part of your training is to also guide some players, calm them down, keep them in track.
But I'm saying that's wrong. I'm saying that's wrong. That's up to the captain.
But it's within their training. It's in the training remit.
I know it's within the training, but I'm saying it shouldn't be within the training. It's not up to the referees, to tell the player to calm down. If he gets himself sent off because he's stupid, that's up to him.
Okay, to throw back one of your own points you made 2 minutes ago, it's an emotional sport.
Yeah.
So the referee's just being a calming influence.
But I want to watch the football match, bro. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if the player is, if I'm a captain of a team and I see a player is getting close to a yellow card or a red card for a second booking, I'm not waiting for the referee to go over there and tell. I'm as a captain, I'm going over to him and say, "Listen, mate, one more foul and you're off, and you're going to screw the whole team."
That's what captains should do, but captains don't do that. Only certain captains do that. Company was the best at it. Company used to go up to certain players and go, "Can't." Who was it? I think it was Fernandinho. Was it Fernandinho?
Yeah,
and Company went up to him and pushed him back and went, "Move."
Yeah, Fernandinho did it to Mahrez and he did it to Zinchenko.
Yeah, there was a few bing straight away. And I just think, do you know how you stop that? Mic them up.
No, we can't do that.
What? Why? Why can't you mic a ref?
No. I'm not saying you shouldn't be allowed to. I'm saying it's not possible because I just think they'd get so embarrassed because they're horrendous that it would just.
All right, if they're embarrassed, then if they were mic'd up, they'd stop it.
Maybe. But that's anyway. That's mine.
That's why we're so scared of doing this, miking up people.
I ain't scared of nothing, bro. If you want to mic him up, mic him up.
No,
but I'm just saying,
I mean,
they'll never do it. They'll never do it because they're too scared of it.
Someone just compared you to time.
They're horrendous. They're literally horrendous.
They are. And sadly, we've allowed that as a game. We've allowed this for the game.
But do you agree with my point then or not? Should referees be allowed to spend 1 minute speaking to a player and then not even book the player?
What I would say, they should be allowed to speak to him, but not a minute's too excessive.
Yeah, just got it. Listen, I don't have a problem with it if you go over to him and go, "No more." It's when they go over to him and they're having like a full-on conversation. He's like, "Hey, mate, yeah. It's not going bad this game." And just be careful and that. Just be careful because the way you're going, it's just like, shut up, mate. It's not, like I say, it's not a crash. It's a professional sport. It's an elite level.
Not a crash, so I don't ever want to hear you say players can't throw their arm in a tank up in the air again. It's not a crash.
Guys, keep yours coming in. I am starring them. We're going to go through them. So keep them coming in. We've got some really good ones coming up in a minute.
Some of them I didn't even think of. Your minds are all spot on tonight.
I know. Right, bro. What else do you not like in football? Or what do you want to see be brought into football?
Can I use Steve Black one? Because it is, I think it's an amazing one.
Let's have a look. Yep. Go on.
When do you ever see a corner taken within the corner quadrant anymore? Even we do it. We pinch 5 yards somewhere. No one ever does it. No one takes it in the D anymore.
Yeah, so basically now the rule is the ball just has to overhang the D. It doesn't
sometimes don't even overhang. There's a 2 yard gap between them now. You can see it.
I know.
I don't know how they get. And this other thing, well, because it's roughly the same thing. You ever seen it on free kicks? When as soon as the referee's back's turned, they've chucked the ball 5 yards forward.
Yeah, they do that.
It's like, what is it? Can they not kick that far? What's wrong with them?
Well, they just want to get every little bit of advantage that they can get, I suppose. I don't know.
Total Jekyll and Hyde in this.
I think the corner kick one is one of those that like, it just seems a bit weird, doesn't it? And having the D because the D's never used.
Yeah, it's like an area of the pitch that isn't allowed to be messed up.
Yeah,
it's got
very
to stay
strange.
Because they have corner flags, and the only thing corner flags are ever used for are celebrations now. Because they're not used for outs.
No, they're not. No.
I don't actually understand. It is a weird situation with these corner kicks.
No. Listen, I accept it. That's not a very controversial one. That's fair. I think most people agree with that. To be honest with you. Because at the end of the day, it's just a standard rule, isn't it? You got to kick the ball from inside the D in the
Doesn't
corner.
help us with corners. We've been shit for 25 years, so it doesn't matter.
I know. All right.
Bring back Peter Beagra. That's what I say. Peter Beagra and Nicky Somerville were the last decent corner takers we had.
Yeah, I'm cool with that one. I'm happy for that rule to be implemented properly. Okay, let's have a look at some more of the ones that you guys have sent in. Keep them coming in. Let me come to the super chats first. Big up to Mansour says, fix the stoppage time, reflecting the exact time lost. Ooh, so you want there to be like a clock watcher then during the game. This has been discussed. This has been discussed every single year that I've been alive, man, because at some point every season this gets discussed. Should there be a should the clock stop when the ball goes out of play? Should there be someone counting how long because there are certain games that City play, and I'm sure other teams play, especially against teams that like are time wasting and clearly just want a point, where it can take like 2 minutes for a team to take a goal kick. And that's just not right. So I don't really have a problem.
That's any goalie who comes to the Etihad then this year.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Now, to be fair, I would say, Martin, that they kind of have addressed this a little bit last season with having 10 minutes added on every game.
It'll never work. Yeah, but even it's always the same every season. For the first 2 months, there was 10 minutes added on, 20 minutes added on. And then by the time you got to the end of the season, all the minutes were slowly reducing down again.
Facts, they were.
Because all the games were still finished on 95 minutes.
Yeah.
When in August, we were at 105 minutes.
They definitely got told to chill out, didn't they?
Yeah, they got told, right, chill this, because we're going on far too long here.
Yeah.
Or someone's come out and gone, right, listen, we need to clock the minutes back. They've done something. It's like, you remember the 6-second goalie rule? That lasted, what? A cup of tea, and then that got jacked. The goalie had 6 seconds to kick the ball out.
Yeah, I know. Well, I would say as well now, we've got multi-ball in the Premier League.
That doesn't work. How many ball boys are getting bollocked off managers now? They're either throwing it back in too quick.
Yeah, I know.
Or they're told to slow it down.
I know, yeah, but it's not their fault, is it? They're only kids.
But that's my point. I've seen managers rollock kids this year over that multi-ball rule.
The red wobble. Who's doing that to a kid, mate?
He's just do it. Sure, Pep did it in the game.
Down, it's only a kid who wants to throw a ball on the pitch.
Mourinho, look at Mourinho. He was famous for doing it, wasn't
he? Yeah, well, he buzzed off one of them because they got him a goal, didn't he, for Spurs?
That's what I mean. He went and celebrated with him. Ball boys are now getting used in tactics.
Yeah. No, it's I'm
to me, good one. You want to come up with one weird rule each season to try and make it look a bit different. Let's it's like the blue card rule. Let's do this. Let's do that. They're trying to change something that doesn't actually ever need changing.
I've told people this many times.
But why are we trying to change things that don't need changing?
There will be a department at FIFA, at IFAB, at the people who run the game, and the department will be called something along the lines of Professional Game Development Team or some shit like that, And effectively, what their job is to find ways to make the game better, right? But instead of looking at like some of the small stuff that we've looked at today, or some of the easy ones, to try and justify their abnormously high wage, they come out with these stupid rules. And by the way, I've said this before, this happens in every single business. Every business I've worked in, right? There's always been a department or someone in that company whose job is to make changes. And most of the time, the changes that they make are horrible because they don't speak to people properly. They don't properly engage. In this case, they don't engage with fans or the football players. In companies, they don't engage with the staff who actually have to deal with it. They don't get their advice. They don't get their opinions. They don't say, okay, if we make this change, what will happen? Will it be good or bad? And everyone goes, that'll be bad. They don't do it. What they do is to justify their mad wage, they just make the changes, bro. And it happens in every single company.
I bet 99% of them never kicked a ball in their life.
Of course.
Because they're not there for that. They're there, like you said, They have their own little private department. It'll be in a basement somewhere where they'll huddle around the table. Right, let's think of some wild idea this year. And you know what? It's a simple idea, this, LB. Stop the clock. Put it in the stadium, stop the clock.
Facts. I guarantee, yeah. I guarantee, Martin. I guarantee every single person in this chat who's like of working age, obviously, if you're at college and that, then don't count. Every single person who's of working age has all experienced someone higher up coming to us and saying, we're making this change. And you just looked at your colleague and gone, why the F are they doing that? That's going to make our lives harder. That's not going to help us. Now, don't get me wrong, they'll make some changes which are good, but every single person would have experienced that. I don't believe you if you say no.
On one hand, the amount of changes they made that are good. I'd need about 3 pairs of hands on the ideas they've come out with.
100%.
So, do you remember that rule about the yellow card about having a shirt tucked in? Why? Because they thought, oh, it stops players pulling on shirts to get them. But what? No, it doesn't.
Weird.
Remember that rule? If you don't have your shirt tucked in, you get what? No, you're just looking for. It's not a fashion show.
First, let's have a look at some of these more. We've got some good ones coming in, guys. Keep them sending them in, man. I'm starving them, so we'll get to them as we go through the list. Bill to Selman says he'd get rid of indirect free kicks. They are almost never used, and goalkeepers should be getting yellow card for catching the ball in their hands when a player are passing the ball to them with their feet. Thoughts? Indirect free kick. So you get an indirect free kick. Offside is an indirect free kick.
See, the way I'd do it is...
Why do we have indirect free kicks? Why do we have indirect free kicks? No, I'll tell you why we've got an indirect free kick. Because indirect free kicks are given for technical fouls.
Yes, they're not done for what they call a purposeful...
Yeah, like a tackle.
An aggressive, sort of less aggressive action.
So here's a question.
I mean, saying that, isn't it, if say you pick the ball, say a player passes back to the goalie.
Yeah.
And he loses his head for a minute and picks it up.
Yeah.
That's an indirect free kick.
Yeah, that's an indirect free kick, yeah, because it's a technical
foul. But technically, though, that's actually better for the attacking team because you're not going to shoot with 12 men on the line or 11 men on the line. You are going to pass it and slot it into one.
That'll be if the free kick's given inside the penalty area. Like, where did the guy make the pass from?
Well, again, I'm just assuming because I know it's a long time ago. I always got, was it the Euro 96 when Shearer scored that goal against Poland?
I don't know, I was 2.
I'm really showing my age here. Where there was an indirect free kick and Shearer, someone just laid it off and Shearer went crack.
To be fair, I actually kind of agree then with Selman because at the end of the day, right? Say the opposition have just passed it back from the edge of the penalty area, yeah, and passed it back to the goalkeeper. The keeper's picked it up, so the foul is given for where the pass was made. I'm right in that, aren't I?
Yeah,
yeah. So
or in that area, rough area.
Yeah, in the area where the guy made the pass. So I've got a free kick on the edge of the box, but I can't shoot. It's not my fault that the guy didn't know the rule and picked up the ball. Why am I not being penalised by not allowed to shoot?
Kicks, it's generally a goalie passes to a defender and the defender goes back to the goalie. So you're right back where you were 10 seconds before anyway.
Yeah, but in my scenario there, why am I being punished? And why am I not allowed to shoot from the free kick on the edge of the penalty area? Because the guy on the other team doesn't know the rule. Why am I being punished? I should be able to shoot. Not my fault that you don't know the rules. So I'm in favour of this.
I know the rules of the playing.
I'm with Selman. I think that the indirect free kick should be scrapped. What benefit does an indirect free kick give to the football match?
All right, then. Why don't you had a rule of indirect free kicks only for goalers?
What do you mean? Only for
because goalers? If you only have direct free kicks, a goalie's got to smash it down the other end of the pitch. Is he technically then? Because you just said, so I mean, where are we putting? Where are you saying? Are you saying no indirect free kicks anywhere?
Well, yeah, I just don't see the point. What's the point in an indirect free kick?
Well, that's my point. A goalie or indirect free kick. Let me use Edison for example. Is going to put the ball where an indirect free kick to Ake or walk. If it's
Well,
direct, has he got to shoot then and just smack it down the field?
he's not. Yeah, but he's not going to shoot, is he?
No,
But-
you know
but-
what I mean. He's
yeah,
not going
but-
to pass it out for 3 yards, is he?
But if he's got a direct free kick, he should be able to shoot if he wants to shoot.
What goal is he going to shoot?
Well, maybe one of them will shoot. We had a couple of goals in the Premier League from goalkeepers. I know they've been goal kicks.
There was Robinson, and that was
Yeah.
because it took 3 bounces.
Yeah.
And who was the other one? The other
I
one
think
was Schmeichel with a header. But
Tim
that was
Howard.
in one box.
Tim Howard scored one.
Tim Howard. That's it. I think Edison would probably have a good go.
Yeah, well, exactly. Why can't they shoot? Why are we telling them?
Goalies are not made to shoot, LB.
Yeah, but maybe this is where we've been going wrong, bro. Nah, Selman, I'm with you, bro. Scrap indirect free kicks.
No,
Why?
I'm
why
with him to a point. You've still got to have them for goalkeepers. Otherwise, you're giving up possession.
Nah, I disagree. I'm with you, Selman. I'm with Selman on that one.
Because what's the point? What advantage you get from the free kick if the goalie shoots it down and the opposition just go, thanks? They've lost possession instantly.
But you can still pass on a direct free kick.
No, you can't.
What do you mean you can't?
Direct free kick means it's got to go a certain distance.
What? Direct free kick.
Indirect free kick means you've got to pass.
Right, one sec. I'm bringing up the FA laws here. I'm not having this.
Have a look at direct free kick and what indirect.
Yeah. We'll fact check this information. Yeah, I don't do misinformation on this channel. We'll do the fact check. Okay, types of free kick. Here we go. Indirect free kick. Referee indicates an indirect free kick by raising the arm above the head. Signal is maintained until the kick has been taken and the ball touches another player, goes out of play, or it is clear that a goal cannot be scored directly. An indirect free kick must be retaken if the referee fails to signal that the kick is indirect. The ball is kicked directly to the goal. Yeah, so an indirect free kick you can't score. No problem. That's all chill. Now, we don't need to read that, no?
So direct you can shoot from, indirect you can't.
Right. But what's the problem with shooting? Why can't he shoot? If Edison has a free kick on the edge of his box, why can't he shoot?
It'd make it fun, I suppose.
But again, this is what I'm saying about my scenario with the indirect free kick given on the edge of the penalty area because the guy's passed it back to his goalkeeper. The keeper's picked it up. So I now have a free kick on the edge of the opposition penalty area, but it's an indirect free kick. Why? Why is it indirect? Why can't I shoot? Why am I not allowed to shoot?
We're debating indirect and direct free kick.
Yeah, but it's legit, man. It's a problem.
I know again, we're trying to overcomplicate the game here.
I'm trying to simplify the game. You're trying to complicate it by having two separate types of free kicks. I'm saying scrap indirect free kicks. They're not needed. And if anything, it lets off a team for not knowing the rules. It does, doesn't it?
I'll agree.
We'll move on from that one. I definitely won that one. That was a good one, that Selmin. Have you got any more, Selmin? Send them in, bro. That was a really good one. Right. Dell says throw-ins when they keep passing to a different teammate before they throw it. Oh, I know what you mean.
Oh, yeah. So he's not.
So
you get your mate from the other side of the pitch
I've got the ball.
it.
And I throw it to you, and then you throw it to your mate, and then before you know it, 5 players have touched the ball. So what do we do, though, Dell? How do we address this situation?
You should be nearest player to the ball.
Nearest player to the ball.
Except the goalie. Before anyone comes at me and goes, well, the goalie might be, except the goalie. Any outfield players, the nearest outfield player should take the throw in.
Okay. What about if the ball goes out for a throw in? No. I'm just using your logic for my Selman debate a second ago when you said I was overcomplicating it. What happens? I've got a throw in for my team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm and my teammate equal distance.
Then you get then it's either one of you. We're not going to start measuring out who's the closest to the ball line.
That's where we'll go. No,
but the trouble is, remember Rory Delap when Stoke used to have that towel?
Yeah.
And then it got banned because it was like, no, you're gaining a kind of an advantage here because you'll throw into like free kicks.
Yeah.
Where it gets stupid is when your throwing taker is 100 meters up the other end of the pitch and you're like, come on. And it's like it comes back to the sub part. It used to be the rule was the sub come off at the nearest part of the pitch.
Yeah.
But they still don't. They still go the long way around and still come off. It's to stop the time wasting. And
Yeah,
that's
the
why
pro
I said it should be nearest player. Get on with it.
Okay. Tony Pulis probably won't like that argument. Interesting one, though, Del. One
That's
that
why Tony Pulis is out of a job and shit.
I agree with the comment from Del. I just don't know how you'd implement a fix. Dash says, during the Champions League, I want the idea of extra time being scrapped and a penalty shootout to be implemented if both teams draw on aggregate at the end of 90 minutes. You want extra time scrapped? I don't think I do want extra time.
Would you ever bring
scrapped.
Golden Goal back?
No.
Did you ever get any excitement out of Golden Goal?
On FIFA, it was pretty good.
Yeah, because I don't remember a lot of goals, a lot of games.
No, I don't think many games were on goal. Do you remember Silver Goal?
No.
Was that ever implemented in? Because I remember that on FIFA, but I don't. Silver Goal. I don't know if this was just a FIFA thing.
BB believes you. I've never heard.
So Silver Goal. So Golden Goal was extra time. A goal goes in, game ends. Yeah, Silver Goal is a goal goes in, and if you get to half time, it's only really valid really for the thing. Basically, it ends at half time. So we start extra time. I score after 3 minutes. You've still got 12 minutes to equalize, and if you don't, I win at half time. We don't go into the second period of extra time.
Ah, right.
So it's silver, but Golden Goal. I mean, it's pretty cool, but the problem is
they've been trying to scrap penalties. Listen, whoever can come up with a rule that doesn't end the game on penalty shootout, you'd be a multi-millionaire, because people have been trying to figure that little thing out for years.
Yeah, I don't.
No one can ever change it. They even tried that ABBA, didn't they? Back or whatever it was, where it was AABB.
Yeah, that was another justification.
That was, then the goalie's got to be on his line and he can't budge. He can't sit and do a do-deck and be 20 yards of his line.
Well, that's fair, to be honest. I agree with that.
But how many goalies follow that now?
Well, everyone. They're pretty strict on it.
Yeah.
Some
refs are. Some are not.
They are strict at it. They are strict at it now. I disagree with this one, though, Dash. I got to reject this idea, bro. I don't think extra time should be scrapped. You think extra time should be scrapped?
Up until like the quarters or the semis.
Nah. I like extra time. It's nervy.
But it's not, because nothing better. When teams generally get to extra time, now it happens. Because they're knackered, and then some are playing for penalties.
Yeah, that's a fair. I don't know.
Do you think Real Madrid were playing to get to penalties when we played them at the Etihad? They were desperate to get into penalties at that point.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm game for that. I don't want that. I don't want extra time being scrapped. So would you scrap it then? Are you with Dash?
I'd scrap it up until the business end in the tournaments.
So you'd scrap it until like
they did with the FA Cup, anything up to like the 4th round, 5th round, where there was no replays.
Right.
I'd do that, but for extra time up to the business end of it.
Okay. Interesting. Let's have a look at some of these super chats that have come in. Marshy Boy with a member for 5 months says full list to get rid of 3 PM Blackout, FFP, Red Cartel, and their fans.
Goldbridge, he wants him gone.
Yeah, the Premier League, Goldbridge, and time wasting. Fair enough. Big up Marshy Boy.
You'll never get rid of Goldbridge until idiots stop watching him. Until you all stop watching him, he's never disappearing.
AK says tickets should be given to loyal fans like us. Wow, they're never going to give
that one.
They're never going to give you tickets, are they? They're never going to give you tickets.
They're trying to up the ticket prices. Never mind give anything for free.
Did you hear Karl doing, by the way, speaking about the tickets?
Yeah.
We have to find a solution. And then all the I've seen a couple of the
did you see 1894's response?
Yeah. Say, well, he's not speaking to us.
Yeah, he's not talking with us yet. So where's the solution coming from?
Yeah. Oh, interesting. There's just a bit of breaking news coming out here. Ten Hag will stay as the manager of Manchester United for next season. There you go.
That's because they can't find anyone.
And he's getting a contract extension. What the hell?
Oh my God.
That's a bit mad.
That tells you how shit the manager market is right now.
That is a madness. Let's
They've interviewed 4 people, can't find anyone better, and that idiot's took the extension.
Yeah, that is mad. That is mad. I don't know. You can keep it if you want, but give him an
So
extension.
basically, they've scrolled Tinder for about a week, not found out better, so he's the staying put.
Yeah, that is wild. Have you got any more that you want to throw in to a room?
No, not jump. I mean the obvious ones: ban filming at games. Get rid of that. I mean, listen, I don't mind the
vloggers. What's your take on the vloggers? You got MTFC lads. You've got Ian Cheeseman.
No, I don't mind them. They're doing it for a second. They're doing it for a minute. They're fine. I'm talking about the people who literally live stream the whole game.
Live streamed the whole game.
Have you not seen that? There are people, iPads, the whole game.
No way.
Yeah. There's one in front of me this season.
The only time actually that was a good thing.
I actually saw his comments going down his live stream.
To be fair though, do you remember the guy who did that at Palace when the game wasn't televised anywhere in the world? And the only way all the City fans, other than like the 2,000 City fans that went, was to watch this guy's Periscope stream.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Listen, what Luke does and all them, they're great because I do it. You know, when you're doing
it's not vlogs, it's the people who are streaming.
It's the streaming stuff. If you're doing it for a few minutes or just to do, I am here, we scored, that's fine because you're doing it for all of what, a minute? That's fine. But when you're doing it for the whole game, come on. What's that about? And then that's what made me laugh because I could actually see his live comments.
Who was it?
Just some bloke and his kid. Just a whole.
Interesting. Okay. So Marty wants to put live streaming in the bin. Let's have a look at some more of your comments.
Anfield. I don't know what game it was. There was someone at Anfield who sat on the steps. You know, when you have your rows, you got your seats and you have them steps in between each one block, don't you?
Yeah.
Someone sat in the steps the whole game, filming it.
Strange. Very strange.
I don't get it.
Let's have a look at some more of your guys' comments before we end up wrapping up, guys. Let's have a look what you guys saying. 1 second. This is an interesting one. Again, maybe a bit of a less stressful situation. But Matt says, stop players cutting holes in the socks. Such a waste of socks.
Isn't that meant to be to allow breathability and all this?
It's to allow blood flow through the calf.
Yeah.
So it's a medical condition. Basically, what Macman's doing here, Macman, you're basically mocking a disability here, bro, because
you've gone down that road.
Macman, you're a bad guy, bro. Big up Macman.
Nobbins has joined us. I've got one for Nobbins. Sex on the beach or tequila sunrise, which is the best cocktail? He might not have been having cocktails where
strawberry daiquiri is clear, to be honest.
I had in Greece. I loved it for the first time ever. Never had them. Porn star martinis.
Yeah, I never had one either.
Didn't know they were that nice till in it.
Is that the black one? It looks like a Guinness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never had it.
An espresso martini as well.
Yeah. Yeah, what's Nobbins one?
Tequila.
When debating between two players as to which is best, and people are only using goals and assist match ratings as their parameters. That's a good one, that one.
I think that's more for your videos, isn't it, Nobbins?
What, Nobbins' videos?
He's having his videos or the panel shows that he goes on. Because you always get that. GA.
Yeah, no, GA is a very interesting thing because it's clearly very important. The aim of the game is to score goals and create goals, right? But if you are only looking at GA, this is why, when I do my player ratings, I always combine the stats with the eye test.
Yes.
Because sometimes I'll look at some stats and the player's been awful and the stats will be mint. And I'm like, what the fuck are these stats? But then sometimes the player's played well, but the stats might not necessarily show it. So you got
what did Haaland get in the derby, stat-wise? The one at the AF?
I don't know.
And the only reason I'm using that is a perfect example. Erling Haaland that day.
What game?
The United game at home.
Right, okay. You talk, I'll find it.
Because the only reason I'm asking it is, and this is where I get annoyed with the stats.
Found it.
What did he get?
He got 6.5.
Right. Yeah, it's about right. Because he did jack shit all game, scored a goal at the end, and I saw some people giving him 8 out of 10.
Yeah, he underperformed his XG.
Yeah,
and he only got one shot on target. He missed 2 big chances. He only touched the ball 15 times.
This is my thing. I listen, but this is why the eye test then becomes important, because it's such a difficult situation. Because do you take Kevin De Bruyne off when you know he can do that moment of brilliance? Do you take Haaland off when he can have that moment of brilliance, but could have had an absolute crap game?
Mm.
And it's like this is where I think Jack Grealish has been downfalls become, because people are looking at the G&A. But on the eye test, but on the other side of the coin, because on the eye test, when Jack Grealish has played this season, we've played phenomenally. Some of the best.
Yeah.
But his GA is crap.
No, but he's not been good this year.
No, he's been crap. I agree with you. He's not been good. But I'm not. Maybe Jack's the wrong person to use. I'm trying to look. All right, then. I don't want to use a City player because it's very hard to judge. Very, very hard to judge on a City player, because I was going to use Docky, but I can't because it's too. We all get subjective on players.
Yeah.
So I don't want to use.
The chat will go into meltdown if you use a City fan.
That's what I mean. I don't want to use, because it's not.
We're all too emotionally invested in our to do that.
So Highland.
Okay.
For example, personally, I don't think he's a very good footballer.
Right.
But I know United fans who think he's absolutely amazing because of all the work that he does on the pitch. Same with Nunes. Some Liverpool fans hate Nunes because he doesn't score goals. A lot of Liverpool fans think he's very good because of what he does away from the goals. So it's what do you want to see? It's like Haaland this season. Haaland finished this season top goal scorer.
Mm-hmm.
But then for a lot of the season was being called a League One player, and there was some City fans saying sell him.
That is true.
But he's done his job.
Say that. Yeah.
So there's got to be a balance between a GA debate and an eye test debate.
Correct.
And also it's also what that individual wants from that player.
Correct. Oh, I fully understand. Yeah, 100% agree, bro.
This is my issue of, like, you know, and I will use this. Some people are like, Doku's world class. What? I'm like, but Pep's going to change him, and he has done. He's matured him. He's grown him. He's become a better player, and that's all I ever say is, let us see a year 2 down the line where we're at. I just think we look too much of how many crosses, how many this. Because listen, 10 years ago, there was no such thing as XG and assists to the assist and assists to the pre-assist.
Mm-hmm.
Bernardo Silva's stats are actually crap, but we know he's one of the most influential players on the City team.
Mm-hmm.
But statistically wise, he's poor.
That's why he's never left Manchester City. I've said this for years.
It's my thing. But the trouble is, this is my biggest problem with it. It really irritates me. Because if we're going off stats, Bernardo Silva would be going for 25 million.
He probably will be the way we're going.
But he's not, because he's one of the most influential players at Manchester City in the 11.
Yeah.
Because of what he does.
Listen, for me, I do think there's a place in the game for stats. I think you can overdo it. I think
there's a mixture. Got to be a balance.
Yeah, like I start seeing some mad stats coming out nowadays, but like I do think like the basic stats, there's a place for them. But anyone that just uses stats, you got to use your eyes, man.
LB, you know I mean? I've seen United fans tell me that they should have won the derby because their XG was better.
Yeah.
That's now a thing. We should have won because our XG was higher.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this comment, by the way, from Steve is the only acceptable one if you are going to pick one or the other. Because I've got no problem with people like Steve, who said, I'm not interested in stats. I'll judge a player on my eyes. No problem. But if he was to say the opposite and say, I go purely off stats, nah. Because you can't just judge a player. You can't just judge a game. You can't just judge a team off of stats. But you can just judge them off your eyes. You don't need stats. I think stats complement. I think stats complement how you can see a game. But you absolutely don't need them. So you can just rely on your eyes, but you can't just rely off stats. You can't. It's not right. Because like I say, bro, there's been so many games when I do player ratings, and obviously the chat are here doing the player ratings with me, and we'll go through the player ratings on screen, and I'll look at the stats of a player, and I'm like, how has he got these mad stats? He was crap. Vice versa, a guy could have played really, really well, and stats might not look particularly good. So you've got to combine them.
I mean, I'm not trying to. I do think it's a little bit of a depends when you grew up and how you grew up. And I get it. I think there's a place for everything. But there are fans, LB, that sit and watch. You're not sponsored by these here. That watch games on things like what's it called? What's that big stats thing that they watch games on? Don't show the games, but they have like the live commentary. What's it called? The big stats website.
FB Ref.
No,
I don't think that shows the actual thing though. Yeah, I don't
sponsors a few YouTube people.
Sofa Score.
Sofa Score.
Yeah.
You have fans who sit and watch games on Sofa Score.
Yeah.
And they will have a debate with you after the game about the game they've just watched on Sofa Score. They've not watched the game. They've watched all the stats that are coming out.
Uh-huh.
Well, I can't debate that.
No, I know.
There's no debate anymore.
Nah, facts. I agree. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. And unless have you got any more? Have you got any more that you want to throw in out or chat? Has anyone got any ones that they need to get in to room 101?
Just like FFP and all that, but we're not going down that road.
Yeah. We all kind of agree with that one.
I'm not going down that road with anyone.
Yeah. Chat, what are you saying, man? Have anyone got any more that they want to put in?
Oh,
there you go.
That means when people talking
Nobbin says, when people talk in absolute terms on a player they have never even seen. Yeah. This is another one, man. How many times, has someone said, oh, what do you think of this player? And it's like some guy who plays in Serie A for like some mid-table team. I'm like, bro, I've never seen this guy, man. I tell you what, I am never, ever getting clipped up as one of these guys who says, oh, yeah, I've seen that player, he's mint, and it turns out to be a fake player.
Have you not heard Savio's already world class and going to rip the Premier League up?
Yes,
we
but...
we don't even know yet.
Yeah, but Martin, if someone is saying that because they've watched him a lot, you can't just... Like me, I've watched him, yeah? I've done Girona watch.
Then you can say, I've watched one game, so I
can't. No, I can't say it, Martin, because I've done watch-alongs of Girona, but how many chat have I done? I've done, what, like 6? 7? That is not enough to form an opinion on a player. I can give like a basic view. I can give a basic view where I think he's worth giving a go. I think he's worth keeping around the squad. I don't think personally that he should leave on loan, but I can't sit here off of 7 football matches and say, yeah, he's going to be mint.
Well, all right. Here's one for you.
I need more than 7.
Really being honest now, do not kill me for this. Before we signed Jeremy Doku, I'd never watched the guy.
I done one.
No, before we were linked to him. I'll be honest with you, I never even fully heard of him.
Yeah, I don't think I ever heard of him.
Because I never sat watching League and football.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, maybe that's my ignorance, but I hadn't.
Nah.
Footballers, I don't know every player in League and Serie A and all this. And maybe that's my ignorance. I don't know, but...
Nah, it's not ignorance, bro. This is another thing that you need to put in the
I've got too much time in my day. I wish I could sit and watch football after football after football.
People just expect, people to know everyone. And that's just not true. You know what I mean? Like, I watched Doku once before we signed him, and I was excited about what I seen. But he did play on the right-hand side that day. He played on the right, and he cooked. He absolutely cooked it on the right, not on the left.
Oh, Steve Black's talking about Ali Deer. Remember that Ali Deer who signed with Southampton?
Yes.
Because George Weah's supposed cousin rang him up, and
I do remember that guy. Yeah.
that's how players used to be signed.
I remember the name anyway.
Ali Dia.
But yeah, listen, that
Didn't
was a
last
good
very
one.
long.
Let me see
No,
if there's
just-
anything else.
Yeah. Josko Gavardio I'd heard of because we played RB Leipzig, and he was, I'd heard about, not behind the like that, but there are certain players that we've signed in the past. I was like, who's he? Perone, never heard of. Echeverri, I'd never heard of before we got linked with.
Echeverri does look a good player, though.
No, but I'd never heard of him before we'd even been linked with the guy.
Yeah, I think I heard of him a few times because like I was hearing things, you know what I mean, that he was going to be like the next best thing for Barcelona because we was getting Barco at the time, who's now at Brighton. So I was kind of like tuned into the and I follow a guy on Twitter that called like Garnacha or something like that. It's pretty annoying because he tweets in French because he's Canadian, like French Canadian. So you have to translate every tweet that he does, but he follows South American football. So I follow him, and every time he tweets about South American football, I see what he's talking about. So I've got like the inside scoop. It's called Garnacha or something like that. It's called. But
Aaron Noonan's got one of mine, which I think is a great one, but it will offend some people supporting players rather than clubs. Maybe that's a new thing. I don't know.
that is a new thing. That never used to happen when I was a kid. And I'll tell you why it is. It's because a lot of fans now who support some legacy teams who don't win anything. Let's just say how it is. Arsenal fans. 20 years ago, these Arsenal fans. No, I'll say it. I'll say it because I know for a fact that the real Arsenal fans, the true Arsenal fans, will agree with what I'm saying because they won't be happy with what's going on either. They supported the team. Now you've got a whole new generation of Arsenal fans who have not seen Arsenal win anything other than a few FA Cups. So instead of supporting the team and like pushing the team, they support players. You know what I mean? United never did that when it was City versus United under Fergie and Mancini.
Well, if we're talking about Arsenal fans, I might as well double down on you then. Listen, I've never heard the way Arsenal fans talk Sesko up, thought they were signing bloody Messi or Ronaldo.
Yeah.
He's got 13 goals in 30 appearances.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Listen, I can get a clip compilation going that makes him look like he's world class.
Yeah.
I want to see the other bits when he's shit. I want to see how he reacts to that. And then you get the excuse, well, he didn't play a lot of minutes. Well, there's a reason he didn't play a lot of minutes then. He can't be world class. He's not played that many minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is it here?
Mm-hmm.
And now he's not going to sign, the rhetoric changes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
They don't need a striker now. They've been begging for a striker for 3 months. Do you remember Ivan Toney? They were buying him for 80 million.
Yeah.
Then Tony became shit.
You can't give him
Now
away
Sesko
now.
will become shit. And whoever else that hasn't turned up at Arsenal will become shit. And it isn't just Arsenal. All fans do it. We've done it.
Mm.
You know, if David Luiz had walked in the door at City, we'd have gone, great, yeah, like that. Because he might potentially look like he's going to Juventus. Yeah, not too sure. Some will do it over Bruno if he doesn't sign. I would have preferred João Neves. Because that's just football fans. We all do it.
I guess people want to be positive, though, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, look at Aston Villa fans the way they were with Grealish when he left. Oh, he's not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we get it. That's just human nature.
Listen, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why people do it. People seem to rep players now more than the teams. But I don't think that's just today's generation. Like, is what it is, isn't it? Like, you can't change it if that's what fans want to do. But
it's up to an individual. If they want to do that, they want to do that. I don't understand these people who've got a team in England, a team in Italy, a team in Spain. Like, what?
Yeah, but like, low key.
Are you just choosing any team that's successful as you're going along here? Yeah, but they're never 5 shit teams, are they? They're not choosing Brighton, Bologna, and give me some crap team in France. They're choosing PSG, Real Madrid, Manchester City. So it's like, I'll make sure I've got some glory somewhere here.
What about Lapo Dance?
Pardon?
Laugh dance, isn't it?
Remember that?
He's a Fulham fan and a Leon fan.
But that, see, I get that because Leon aren't, the best team in France. So maybe he's got some family connection there. I get that.
Yeah, he's French. So why does he support Fulham?
Maybe he's got family connections to Fulham. He's
Yeah,
not a
that's all
glory fan, bloody LLB. He's joined Fulham. That I get.
Maybe he supported Fulham when
he's
they
a
got
Leon
to
fan and he's a City or an
Do
Arsenal.
you remember when Fulham got to the semi-final? Did they get to the semi-finals or the finals of the Europa League when they played AC Milan?
Final.
Did they? They played AC Milan. They had Roy Hodgson as a
I'm sure it
manager.
was the final. Didn't Roy Hodgson get him to the final? Was it
Yeah.
Hodgson? Nobbins
was.
is in the chat. He'll know.
Who did they play in the final, chat? Was it AC Milan they played in the final, got beat like 2-0 or something? Swear down they did. They were pretty good at that at one point. That was a sick era of Premier League, by
Was
the
it
way.
Seville? I always hear Europa League or UEFA Cup. I still call it UEFA Cup, and I just
swear down it was AC Milan.
Someone saying Juve, someone at Atletico Madrid. What?
I swear down it was AC Milan, man.
Yeah, it was Hodgson. That was Hodgson.
Yeah, because then he went to Liverpool because he took Konchesky with him. It was shocking. But yeah, there we go.
I've not said you're not professional, but
look, Martin, let me be plastic American bandwagon glory hunting.
No, I've no problem.
Piece.
No, but the thing is, professional bot, you've chosen City. You've not got Real Madrid in Spain, and then Inter Milan in Italy, and then River Plate in Argentina. You've not got
How do you know? Could do.
Well, does ask him? Have you got a team in each continent?
The thing is, though, I have teams in each country that I don't support them, but I favour them. But I don't support them. But I have a favourite in each country.
I don't. Maybe it's just me. I'm just saying, mate.
So I would say
the second team City's reserves.
So for me,
I don't even follow the CFG clubs that much.
I did, and then I felt like
I followed New York City at the very beginning.
Same.
You know when Lampard went there,
and it kind of died off, didn't it?
And then I went off it. I was like, I watched it, and I was like, I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah.
I tried watching the Aussie one, Melbourne. That I just Sorry,
I don't think I've ever.
I didn't find it entertaining.
I watched a few of the New York Cities at the beginning because I remember when Angelino went there, Jack Harrison went there,
yeah.
Theo, Lampard went there, so I watched it all.
You're talking about when you could still see the baseball bases as they're going round on the pitch.
Yeah.
I think we all did that because New York were the. Correct me if I'm wrong, weren't they the first club? They were the first one, weren't they?
I think New York were the first one, yeah.
That's what I mean. So I think it was a new thing then. So that was we all looked at. But I think it's died a death. Someone said, "Oh, your camera had done that." I went, "I don't follow it that much." Sorry, I just.
Well, they don't. Maybe it's fair, though. They don't really encourage it, do they?
Some of them don't even want us.
Well, that's another point. But like City,
Melbourne didn't want us.
They don't encourage fans. They don't encourage City fans to follow everything else that's going on in the group, do they?
Not when it cost me. I'll tell a lie. Was that I did get a bit invested on New York, so I bought a shirt. Do you remember the grey one we had? The New York grey one.
And the kits hit.
That was like, but then it was like $100 for a kit, and I thought, not paying.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if they really wanted to encourage us to watch it, they'd include the matches, because no one's got the Japanese match in the UK.
You don't hear about it on the City website, hardly ever.
That's what I'm saying. So if they really wanted us to follow it, they'd get the rights to the Yokohama games and put it on City Plus so everyone can watch it with a City Plus subscription. And don't say they can't do it because no one has the rights to the Japanese football in this country.
I'm really anyone from City's watching this. Tell me what City Plus is good for now. I'm still paying me $4.99.
Yeah,
if someone said to me, "What am I paying it for?" I don't know.
Should I go on it and see what's on it?
Because I actually don't know. I know.
What I found absolutely hilarious is when they basically did that in-house documentary and then sold it off to Netflix. I know it was like, oh well, Netflix helped it or whatever, but that was pretty funny, man. they're coining it in off everyone paying.
Do you know what they were? They were a bit sneaky on that, City. But you know, and this is breaking news. I'm going to criticise the club a little bit. They gave it us all at 99p. Gave us all the because the one I signed up for was the King Clancy documentary. That was the one I wanted because King Clancy's my boy, and I was like 99p King Clancy documentary and the one about Blackburn. You know, one on top of the hill. Love that. Thought right, I'm doing it 99p. Then they upped it to $4.99 and then sold all the rights off to because the Amazon one went on to the All or Nothing went to Amazon.
Yeah.
And the treble one got sold off to Netflix.
Yeah.
At the same time, they upped the price to $4.99. It was like, what?
Here you are. Here it is. So basically, what you get is, you get
the tour things. I'm there. I don't need it. I'm there.
All right. What's this?
Have I told you I'm going to America?
Oh, this is like an advert for City. I don't know what he's saying. They're saying something there about his hair.
Do you get I mean, what's that?
Then you get like the full match replays.
Yeah.
So like they'll put like the full match up. You can watch the full game. That they've got an official podcast.
Yeah.
If you wanted to watch the official podcast, full match replay. I mean, to be honest with you, it's like the podcasts are probably pretty cool. I never watched the podcasts, to be honest with you. No. But the podcasts are pretty cool. Other than that, like I don't need this to watch the matches back. I guess the fact that they put all the games on from like years ago, but like realistically, who's going back and watching like a match from 2016? Like, I don't know. Documentaries. What's documentaries?
Documentaries are good.
That'll be cool. That'll be cool. You know what I mean? So there is stuff on here I think is.
I was going to do like a watch longer one and then thought I'm going to get copywritten, so I couldn't do it.
But you was going to do what?
I was going to do a watch longer one of the documentaries, but
nah, don't do anything with City now.
Exactly,
mate.
you get copywritten straight away.
So when I was on Extra, we used to do reaction videos to like new signings, all that kind of stuff. Like you know do you know when the players sign for City, they always release a first day. What's it called? Like a first day video where some guy
coming out the car, going into
yeah. And it's like they do a little bit of a medical. So we used to react to them. They're pretty good. People used to love us doing it.
Amazing.
Like,
they are good.
Then the chat used to say, "Oh, LB, like get on this reaction video for the," and we used to do it, no problem. And then all of a sudden, started getting like copyrighted on all the videos. It's just like, why are you copyrighting a video that's just like Gavardio being signed? Like, why can't I just watch it and just react to it and like talk about it?
Do you know why Ian Cheeseman had to stop?
Ian
Cheeseman, you ever watch Ian Cheeseman's vlogs on YouTube?
Oh yeah, his vlogs, match vlogs.
Yeah. He used to show part of the game.
Yeah.
Told about he did a thing. City told him stop.
Oh, you know what? I think I remember.
City told him to stop filming the game and putting out on his vlogs. And he was only filming like a minute's worth.
Yeah, it wasn't like
that's how bad. But they were like, nope, stop. Told him stop. That's why now if you look at his vlogs, he goes from the start of the game right to half time, and then from half time right to the end. Doesn't do anything anymore.
Well, at least he gets to enjoy the game in peace.
Yeah, but that's how sort of thing that the club have become now.
Yeah, I do actually remember. That was a couple of years ago, that wasn't it? I can't remember the full thing, but yeah, I do remember something going on.
Last year when
last year, yeah. So don't do that though, bro. They'll get you for that. But yeah, other than that, is it worth the £5 a month? If you watch academy matches, it probably is. Because they show a lot of academy football on there. So if you like your academy football, it probably is worth it if you watch academy football. If you don't watch academy football, is it worth it really? Probably not. But it's £5 a month. Is it worth cancelling? It'll probably be an effort to cancel this sort of stuff as well.
It's one of them. If you cancel it, you know something good's going to come on.
Yeah, but you can just rejoin, can't you? You can just rejoin. So I don't know. Anyway, we're moaning about the City.
Don't have anything dodgy though. Don't be getting any of these dodgy sticks around people. Naughty now.
No. You can't do that. You can't do that. No.
Law abiding.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Anything else?
No, because there's not happening transfer wise.
Kimmich? You want Kimmich?
I want him. I don't think it's going to happen.
You'd rather have Bruno or Kimmich?
Personally, I want Kimmich.
Yeah, you're the first person that said that to me. Everyone else has said
No,
Bruno.
I love me some Joshua, but I'll
You
be honest
what?
with you.
You love you what? What are you
I
saying?
mean, love me some Joshua. Oh,
That sounds weird, bro.
Kimmich was my boy
That
on
sounds
FIFA that
so
I always
weird,
signed.
bro.
No, Kimmich was them players that I always said it's like never going to happen. Go back to, I think I did a show, the very first Mancunian Way introductory, and we did a, you know, which player would you like? Which is your dream player? Kimmich was my dream player.
Yeah, I think Kimmich should be a good move, man. But a lot of people don't want it. A lot of people want Bruno, which is fair enough. You know what I mean? But
To be honest with you, mate, I don't think out's happening at the minute. I don't think you'll see anything till 1st of July minimum.
Yeah. This is why it's good that City done this case. Gives us something to fucking speak about, man. Just
And they're only sat in an hotel room.
Yeah, I know.
They're sat in an hotel room having room service.
Why has no one just gone and just put a little tape recorder in there? You know what I mean? What's going on here?
Someone put one of them little CIA little speakers underneath the lampshade.
I'm saying, man. Big money to be made.
How are all these witnesses going in? They're Skyping in? Are they all going in like a bit dodgy in this hotel?
I don't know what they're doing. Man.
See, we need to find out which hotel it is. Go into like the lobby and see if there's any dodgy people like in suits roaming around. Oh, we know where they're going.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird how there's going to be no leaks. I think we will get leaks.
Don't forget, it was meant to be all within a courtroom, wasn't it? And everything else.
Yeah, I don't
know. Courtroom.
Wow, it's weird. It's proper weird, man. But yeah, just FYI for people in the chat, we have seen that Ten Hag's staying. We mentioned it briefly before, but yeah, wild.
It's funny for us.
Apparently, they want to give him a contract extension, which is even more insane.
Oh, that means Southgate's not going in.
I know. But at least he's leaving England, which is good news.
Is there?
Yeah, he's gone after this, bro.
Don't get me excited now.
No. He'll be gone after this tournament. He'll be gone.
Promise me a dream and then take it away.
No. He'll be gone after this. I promise you. Man.
Is Saeed live? Is he losing it?
I don't know what he's doing.
Is he losing it?
I think he is live.
Is he having a hate-a-thon?
There's only 4,000.
Let's see what he's saying
right now. Please hit the like button and subscribe to everyone.
Let's see his initial reaction.
Damn. 1 second, guys. I'm just going to change the thumbnail.
Oh, he's going to change the thumbnail.
Yeah, Ten Hag is staying.
Oh, that didn't look happy, did it?
Oh. Give me 1 second, guys.
He needs a moment.
I think it's this morning.
Nah, it is.
Minutes, brother. That's what we got.
Believe it.
Why is he going to? I need to go 6.
What's
Look at him.
He's useless. The guy that's
discovered
what's the to the first team. He's useless.
Here's a question: If Ten Hag was at City now, would you be Ten Hag in or Ten Hag out? I tell you what, I reckon if Ten Hag was at City, it'd be so toxic, because you'd have fans saying he's won us 2 trophies in 2 years, and they'd have fans going, "With bloody 8th." Yeah, you'd be that guy, and then you'd have fans going, "We're bloody 8th. We should be better than this. We're not the City of old. We should be Champions League." I'd be Ten Hag out, man. I can't lie. I've been Ten Hag out for some time as well.
I'm seeing some City fans having a panic already over the transfer window. Not even done out yet. It's like, where's all these signings I've been promised? You said you were promised signings.
Where's this £300 million war chest, man?
Everyone said Musiala. No, you all wanted Musiala. No one said he was coming.
The thing is, though, we are going to get
hyped anymore because the thing is, it doesn't matter how much bitching and moaning or happy, even if we're the opposite and we're really happy,
Yeah.
It's not going to change. Our reaction won't change.
Yeah. But it's like transfers, isn't it? And people like talking about transfers.
It's like the Pep stuff. Listen, we all know the likelihood it's probably Michelle. That is not going to tickle everyone's fancy. And you know it's
not, bro.
Because everyone's going to want Alonso or Inzaghi or whoever, because the name doesn't match.
Yeah.
But City will do an ethos. They won't do a name. They'll follow the ethos. Now, listen, I may be totally wrong and they go after Alonso.
Nah,
But
I think if Alonso's available, they'll try Alonso first.
But what had Alonso won before he walked into Leverkusen?
Yeah, but if we can get Alonso over Michelle, you definitely get Alonso over Michelle.
We don't know what Michelle's going to be like.
Yeah, no. But if you're given the option of Michelle or Alonso, who's just gone Invincibles in his first proper season, surely you'd go for Alonso.
Possibly.
Wait, what do you mean possibly? How is it? Surely it's just a clear. No, surely it's a clear cut. If you've got the choice of Alonso, who won the DFB Pokal, won the league unbeaten, did the Invincibles.
No,
the first...
no, I probably would. Listen, I personally, I'm still hoping out Pep stays. Maybe I'll close my ears to everything.
But I think he might be gone. You know. But
listen, LB, part of what I've heard on the grapevine is part of the club's future plans is company one day.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, he's definitely in.
So
but he's not going to be the next manager because he's too. He's. I don't think he'd leave Bayern after 1 year. Because Bayern are giving him a lifeline, man.
Oh, yeah, no, look, when I say company, I think 3 years down the line.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll be honest with you, LB. I probably wouldn't want to be the manager after Pep.
Nah, you don't, man.
I'd want to be the manager after the manager.
Yeah. No, I agree. 100%.
You know what's going to happen if he doesn't win that league in his first season? He's not Pep.
Have you seen the Di Michele's hype that we're getting going? Whoa. Don't do that. Have you seen the hype of Di Michele's? Mate, I'm actually being genuinely serious, man. I'm not even joking around.
I have seen your hype on Di Michele's.
I'm actually saying it factually right now.
I've seen it. I've seen your hype.
Martin Di Michele's has to be on the list for next Man City manager.
Why? Tell me why.
He's the greatest River Plate manager in the last 30 years, according to transfer mark data.
Okay.
No eye test. According to the data. According
to
the
Argentinian league.
Bro, come on, man. That is impressive. Also,
are you on his payroll?
Check what he did at Bayern Munich B. He managed the Bayern Munich B team. He cooked. Bro cooked. And by the end of his career at City, I actually really liked him. I went through a hate-love relationship with him.
No, you didn't.
No, by the end of his career, I did. By the time he left, I respected Martin Di Michele's. At the start, he was woeful.
Listen,
and then he got good.
It was okay.
Nah, by the end of it was all right. You know, by the end of his career, it was all right. He started off poor, but I tell you where it all changed. That whole game where Vincent Kompany got sent off.
Yeah, it was okay. I would never
from
put
that
him
game.
In
He done.
Nah, I'd never put him in the more than okay category. LB. Sorry, I wouldn't.
I'm not judging him on quality. I'm judging him on respect. I respected him.
I respect everything he's ever. Listen, he was a model professional, and he came to City 2 or 3 years too late.
Yeah. 100%.
It was. This is going to sound really. He's probably past his peak.
Yeah,
he was on the downward slope at that point.
He actually looks younger now as a manager.
Yeah, because he cut his hair on a shave, and he was like, look silly with that bloody ponytail.
Yeah, the guy's looking fresh now, man. Like, when he was at City, he did look a little bit like.
Again, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't watch Argentinian football week, so I don't know. I don't know what's. Okay, I'll hold my hands up. This is what I mean. I don't know.
Yeah, but you don't. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm just saying he needs to be on the list. He needs to be on the list. Company needs to be on the list. Probably too soon for him. Alonso needs to be on the list. Would you take Ancelotti?
No.
Why?
Completely different philosophy of football. You're not just changing your manager at that point, you're changing everything about the football club.
Do you not think
Play
Ancelotti
style,
could work?
you'd have to get rid of 90% of that squad out.
Nah, I don't believe it. I don't believe that at all.
You should.
No, I don't believe
Listen,
that.
no, this is LB, this is what people need to realise. You have got 8 players, 31, 32 and over by the time we get this potential new manager. This is not just a new manager. This is going to be a squad rebuild back.
No, we're not doing a rebuild.
You're going to have to.
We're not doing rebuilds. It's
Have
not
you
a
seen
rebuild.
the list? Have you seen the list of players?
What
The 8
list?
squad players, we're talking first teamers, LB.
Who?
Karl Walker, John Stones, Jack Grealish, Kevin De Bruyne. Who was the other one? Nathan Ake will be 31 going on 32. You're going to have a lot of players going into early 30s, mid 30s in 2026.
It's not a rebuild, bro. That is we're not doing a rebuild next year.
Okay.
I ain't doing a rebuild next year, bro. What? Because I'm not being funny here, but Kyle Walker, we can replace him. There's plenty of right backs on the market.
It depends. The point I'm making is I don't think we're going to be as busy this season as many are thinking. So that's why.
That's fair. But next season, yeah, we're not going to lose Ake, Walker, KDB, and Grealish.
No, you'll keep some for experience. What I'm saying is you're going to have a lot of players, though, who are going to be a lot older. You're going to need to revamp the squad through.
Yeah, but I don't think that's that difficult. Walker and KDB are probably leaving next summer. But that's...
I'm just going to look at the ages now.
With a right back. There's plenty of decent right backs on the market. Whether you get a good one or not, that's up to the...
Who was it? It is one. Right, so Edison in 2 years, 32. Ortega will be 33. Carson will be 40.
Right, well, hang on a minute, yeah. Edison can play till he's 40.
Right, all right, well, let's go. So Nathan Ake will be 31 in 2 years. 18 months, 2 years.
So he's probably got
John Stones will be 33, nearly.
33?
Yeah, he's 30 now. He's 31 in June. He's 31 at the end of this month.
Is it?
Yeah, did you not know that? Yeah, I know keepers are different. I know, so I'm barely going to keep the keepers out of it. Josh Gogabardio, young enough. Rico, fine. Kyle Walker will be 30. Well, he's 35. Oh, no, that's his contract. Hang on, ignore me. He'll be 36 in 18 months, roughly. Rodri will be 29, so that's fine. Kovacic will be 32, 33.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva will be 31. De Bruyne will be 34. So you got a lot of people there. Oh, Bernardo will be out of contracts in 2026, so he'll be gone.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a big issue at all.
Yeah, it was. I got mixed up with the contract renewal, bro. No. What I'm saying is you're going to have a lot of players going into their 30s, mid 30s.
Yeah, so
you're going to need to replace them.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it going, okay, next summer, Kyle Walker gone, KDB's probably gone. So you're going to have to go and get Verts or Musiala, try and get one of them and buy
150 quid for either of them. We wage
150 quid.
150 quid, 150 million
Serious
with wage.
Deflation. Okay, that's fine. No problem. No problem. We can afford that now.
You're going to need a Kyle Walker replacement.
Yep.
So you're looking at 250, 300 million next summer.
No, I'm looking at 200 mil. That's without sales.
Once you bought Musiala and a right back, you're at 200 already.
Yeah, that's without sales, though. That's without sales. I'm going to sell.
Selling?
Well, if De Bruyne is leaving, I want to get 30, 35 mil for him, 40 mil. It'll be 34 or whatever. So you might not get like mega cash, but you're going to get 30, 35 mil from him, 40 mil. So you're down to 160. Kyle Walker, you might get 10 mil? So you're down to 150. sell a couple of young players. You probably, you know, we sell these every year. You're probably going to get another 30, 40 mil there. You're down to 110. What's the problem? I think that's chilling. 110. Surely we can afford 110 net spend.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I'm saying, name me a window when we've got rid of 4 or 5 and brought 4 or 5 in, talking big players.
Yeah, but I don't want to get rid of 4 or 5.
One.
I want to get rid of 2. I want to get rid of 2. Yeah,
I'm not being negative. I'm not being negative. I'm
this
not.
guy, man.
I'm not. Do you know what I'm saying, LB? I'm seeing what's coming. Remember when Pep first took over?
Yeah.
He had Zabaleta, Cliche, Kolarov, all them. That's what I'm saying. Potentially, the new manager could walk into.
It's not as drastic, not as bad as that.
Because I'm telling you now, I don't think this summer is going to be as busy as many are proclaiming it could be.
It's nowhere near as bad as it was when he first walked through the door.
Okay. I'm not saying I'm not being negative. I'm just saying. I think some of us are sleepwalking into a potential rebuild that we're not realizing.
I ain't sleepwalking into it. I'm fully aware that we have players coming into the 30s and we need to to address it. I'm addressing 2 of them next year, next summer. Bernardo will leave the summer after, so he can go and I'll get a right winger. Edison, I'm not worried about. Ake will be 32. You don't have to really worry about that. And you know, you just go and buy a young player. So I don't really have a massive. I'm not sure. Massum says, give us some juicy transfer news, Martin.
At the moment, and it's very, very quiet. I wish it did. It's very, very quiet at the moment. I've asked for Frimpong news, not. Yankutu has signed the 1 year, but I think that's to get a bigger wage. I'm guessing. What was the other thing? David Luiz, I got told was, but he's gone to Villa Juventus. Douglas Luiz. City won't pay the 100 million for Bruno. Unless that changes. Got told McAtee's definitely going. Only McAtee's has to go.
Where's he going?
No idea.
I hope he's staying in the Prem. I hope that season's not screwed him up. I want Brighton to sign me. I think he'll cook up Brighton.
I think Alvarez is going to be the intriguing one.
I don't think Alvarez leaves. I think he stays for 1 more year. I think he goes next summer. I think he'll do 1 more year.
I don't think Bernardo leaves. This is the problem. He's getting the space for someone.
Yeah. Did you see the news about Nunes being linked with Saudi Arabia?
I got told that, yeah, I knew about that. That was because the guy I speak to went away for 2.5 weeks. So he gave me a big rundown. I read it out the other day and he put on there Nunes to Saudis on. That's all I got, Nunes to Saudis on, but it will also be down to the player's decision.
Yeah, of course.
Whether he wants to go to Saudi. But again, it was always City wanted the money back on Nunes.
Yeah, can't be making a massive L on that transfer.
Oh, Calvin Phillips got told there was interest from Italy.
Where he should have gone in the first place. Said it at the time, should never have stayed in England. Should never have stayed in England. He made a massive mistake in judgment there.
I think Italy would be a good league for him, you know.
It would have been a perfect league for him because no one would have watched him because no one really watches the Italian league in this country. So no one would have seen any of the mistakes really that he made and he could have just got on with it. And it's a slower league. And he stayed. He went to a massive club, West Ham. Yeah. And just ridiculous move.
To be fair to Calvin Phillips, because I think there's a player in there. I really do. Listen, you don't become a crap player overnight. I just think mentally, I agree with you. He should have left England. And you understand why? Because he's a very
Southgate told him apparently.
No, he's a family-orientated person, isn't he?
Yeah, no. Apparently, Southgate said if you want to make the Euro squad, you got to stay in England. You don't rate no one outside England. That's why you don't take like Tammy and Tamori or whoever the guys are in Italy. You don't rate the league.
Well, that's unfair from Southgate to say that then.
Yeah, but Southgate's a knob.
Well, exactly.
Southgate's clueless. He's a clueless man. And I'm actually starting to hate the guy. I don't want to hate the guy, but I'm starting to hate the guy because I just don't think he knows
Wasn't
at all
Karl
what he's doing.
Phillips' partner pregnant or something?
Something like
So
that.
I understand why he's not then done it. I get that. But I just think he needed a complete fresh start.
He needed a fresh start, 100%.
Because I'm telling you, there's still people laugh at me. Think there's a player in there. There is a player in there.
I think he's a technically good footballer. I don't think he's good enough all round for City or a top team. I don't think he's quick enough, and I don't think he's got the mental IQ. I don't think he's quick enough up here to play for a top team. Technically, the guy can ping a ball, 100%. But yeah, there we go. Final super chat before we wrap up. We've done 2 hours, man. Lil Tim says KDB, Kyle leaves, Silver stays, Xavi, Sanchez.
What? Xavi, what? I don't get it.
Oh, Xavi over. Does that mean Xavi
Oh.
Alonso over Sanchez? Who's Sanchez? Is that Michelle Sanchez?
Do you mean Michelle? No, listen, I 100% get the Alonso thing. I get it. I just listen, I think City will go for Michelle more than they will Alonso. I want Alonso 100%. But I just think it's more about the setup than it is about the name. Michelle just, I don't know, seems to click in like a jigsaw piece that's there. Doesn't mean he's the right guy, but we've got to give him that time. I'm just saying it's a weird one. I don't know why. There's something about me I don't see City doing Alonso.
Well, apparently the rumours come out the other day that we are looking at him. He's our favourite to take
By the way,
over.
can I just get this right? The cast case is not 93 pages.
How many pages is it?
It's none. I've managed to get the video down to 40 minutes.
Oh, the video. I thought you meant
the video is 40 minutes long, and it's been changed.
Is it uploaded?
It's ready to premiere for tomorrow.
Oh.
See, Pat'd know that if he answered his phone. Spending more time on your channel than he does listening and answering his phone to me.
Yeah, what can I say? I'm irresistible.
Time off.
Dude.
So yeah, 6 p.m. tomorrow. That will premiere live on the Mancunian Way.
Lovely
And
job.
all it's called is Cast the Truth.
Nice. That's a good name, that.
And I've even spoke with Stefan today to ask him could I use screenshots from his Twitter. I was going to ask Nobbins, but he was on holiday.
He was on
I
holiday.
didn't want to disturb Nobbins on holiday.
Oh, very, very kind of you. Yeah, very kind.
When are you going on holiday? I'll disturb you every day.
I'm on holiday during the pre-season.
So am I.
So I'm going to do watch-alongs on the beach. I'll just take my iPad, be sitting back, watching the football match. Watching
anywhere exotic?
Malaga.
Nice.
Yeah, man. But went a few years ago. It's decent, man. Like it. Got some stuff though we got to sort out, man, first before I go. So I'll let the chat know when all that's all done anyway. Right, cool. I think we'll wrap it up there then. We had 1,000 people peeked across Twitter and YouTube watching this stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well.
If you bring back Mancini. No, there's no bringing back Mancini. We don't want World War III. Mancini and the board don't get on.
Part of me is just like for the vibes, man.
For the vibes. Bring back tomorrow. Stuart Pearce.
Who's on the show tomorrow? I've got a show tomorrow night.
Probably Pat. Is Pat on?
It probably is. I've got something on tomorrow night.
That's on yours more than he is on ours now.
Yeah. Nah, I'll tell you what it is. It's me and Simon. So he'll probably try to roast me for something else. So yeah, make sure you join me tomorrow night. Si's on the channel, 8 p.m. UK time. And I'll probably be live during the day. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, I'm going to send you over to Saeed, man, because apparently the guy is going sick about this this Eric Ten Hag news. If you're not seeing it, Eric Ten Hag staying at Manchester United, might be getting a contract extension. I'll send you over there now. Oh dear, Ten Hag staying. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to Martin. Make sure you subscribe to Mancunian Way. That Cass video dropping tomorrow night, 6 p.m. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a good one. Catch you next one, people. See you later.